The reality is that I just was really struggling with cycling at the time, and I was really burnt out, and I just knew I needed a bit of a change.
How's your morning been?
Yeah, it's been nice. I've just had a nice easy swim in the morning, and then this afternoon I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna look a bit of a lunatic though, because I've got to put all my winter clothes on, run, and then going straight into the sauna. So I'm gonna look like a nut around Loughborough at about 2 p.m. So looking forward to that. But what about you? How's your morning been?
Fine. I just drove back from Cheltenham. I spent the weekend there. So
oh, nice.
Yeah, we were at the Lido.
Okay.
So yeah, just lying in the sun, having a little swim.
Yeah, outdoor?
Yeah,
cool.
outdoor 50 metres.
Oh,
Unreal.
get you.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this afternoon, just gym. I'm injured at the moment, so I can't do very much.
Yeah.
Can still gym and swim. So.
Okay. What's a regular day been look like?
Just like swim. I can only do pull, so just like an hour of that, and then I've been gymming every day.
When you're not injured, what would a day in the life of Megan Richter look like? Yeah. Pick any day you like, your favourite day.
Favourite day, probably Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah,
cool.
Swim, VO2 swim,
yeah.
hard stuff, and breakfast club, and then gym, and then ride in the afternoon. And my dad comes on Thursdays to ride with me, which is nice.
That is nice. Yeah. And breakfast club, bit of a wizard in the baking department you are, aren't you?
Yeah, I made pancakes the other day.
Yeah.
It took 2 hours
to
flip pancakes.
Yeah, but I heard you made about 1,000,001 pancakes.
I made 3.5 kilograms of pancakes. What about you? Favourite training day?
Favourite training day? Ooh. I think I quite like a Saturday, to be honest.
No swimming.
No swimming. A nice lie-in, roll out of bed, and then a good 3-hour ride. Maybe a cafe stop, most likely, knowing me. With a couple efforts / intervals in there. That's kind of like my favourite day. Quite like Wednesday, but it's just so full on. Last year, you had a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paralympic champion.
Yeah.
European champion.
Yeah.
World relay medalist. How would you say sport has changed the way you your outlook on life, the way you do things? Has that year changed it at all?
Yeah, I guess off the back of last year, I decided to go full-time triathlon, and so that's a big change from being at uni and having other stuff to do. And yeah, I'd say I was really enjoying it when in full training.
Yeah.
After being injured, it's quite tricky if that's the only thing you
Yeah,
have going on in your life. So it's definitely great when everything's going well.
Yeah,
but yeah, lows and highs. But yeah.
And what were you doing last year, alongside triathlon?
Actually, last year I was also full-time.
But okay, before
I did a master's in cardiovascular science.
Okay, nice.
You were at uni last year.
Yeah, I finished about 3 weeks ago now.
Well done.
Yeah, get my results on Thursday, so hopefully, fingers crossed.
Might be back again next year.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, but it's kind of pretty much full time, and I think it's just so easy as an athlete to get stuck in routine, isn't it? And routine's a very safe space, and and that also is really enjoyable as well. When, like you say, when things are going right, and being in that routine is really good. But then obviously, you have to deal with so many different things.
Yeah. I guess we just have to remind ourselves that we are very lucky to have this as a job.
Yeah, massively. I think, I wouldn't have believed that I'd have this opportunity 5 years ago, let alone 2 years ago. So I think I'm just really grateful.
So you were a cyclist before, right?
Yeah.
How did you get from that to triathlon?
The reality is that I just was really struggling with cycling at the time, and I was really burnt out, and I just knew I needed a bit of a change. And I took up running just for a bit of change, and it just, at that time, it just meant that I could do 30 minutes and feel like I'd really achieved something, whereas I was struggling to ride maybe more than an hour, and you just didn't have that same level of achievement. So I knew that I just wanted to change and wanted to give triathlon a go. Yeah, I just really enjoyed the sport, and then as I got further and further into it and closer to a world-class program, when I moved back to Loughborough, I just realised what a great setup it is here, and what a great bunch of people. The things that I really like is just how welcoming everyone is, how friendly people are. Breakfast club, it's just so good. It's so much fun. we always have a laugh in breakfast club. And yeah, like my favorite bit of swimming is the banter on poolside and the shower, like not the swimming. But yeah, I think that goes quite a long way to showing like triathlon as a sport, and especially our like Paralympic squad is, yeah, it's a really nice place to be. So from swimming, well, you grew up swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what made you decide to include bike and run as part of your sport?
So yeah, I was swimming from when I was about 11 on the swimming pathway. So yeah, I grew up in that environment. And when I was about 15 or 16, I saw an advert. I was getting a bit bored of swimming at this point. Obviously just swimming up and down every day, like 8 times a week. It was brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw this advert for triathlon or something, and I went along to the day just for fun and did pretty well. And then they wanted me to keep coming to triathlon camps and stuff. I don't know, I guess I was not ready to let go of swimming yet because I'd invested so much time in it.
Yeah, of course.
So I was very upset about it, but I just stuck with swimming for the next 2 years. And then, yeah, I just got more and more sick of it, and yeah, had enough and left. And then Alistair actually gave me a call, like, just as I'd left swimming, like, hello, we heard you'd left swimming.
Oh, really?
Do you want to come back?
He's got some ways, that much.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Thank you very much.
So it sounds like a bit of a culture shift.
Yeah, definitely.
And I guess with free sports, it allows you to explore 3 different, like, well, yeah, sports and cultures and events and things like that. Like for me, going to like a round of the Super Series feels so different to going to a round of like the cycling national series. Like there's just way more people there.
Yeah.
And there's people like that stick around and watch. Whereas in cycling, I think there was quite a lot of segregation from that perspective. I know swimming events are pretty well run from what I've seen, and they look like carnage. They look great actually.
Yeah.
But I guess that's you can build an atmosphere in a room, whereas it's much harder to do that in around some roads in the countryside. So
it's definitely a lot better being able to do 3 sports. It's
Yeah,
so much less boring. But like even within the 3 sports, like you can swim in a pool or open water.
yeah,
You can mountain bike or road bike, and you can
Yeah.
run on a track or trail run or like
fields.
so many
Yeah,
options.
there is so much.
That
there's-
keeps it so much more interesting.
Yeah, there's so much more diversity, isn't there? Just like no day is like really the same. You can like mix it up and still be doing the same thing and still be working to the same goal. And I think that's what kind of keeps it refreshing. And also, I don't know about you, but I found it way more social, being able to like go and run with people, or being able to go and ride with people, or even swim with people that you probably wouldn't ride or you wouldn't meet otherwise. So I think that's probably one of the biggest benefits of triathlon.
I guess now you're a Paralympian and a world champion, you've got to be pretty happy with your decision.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like obviously still miss bits of cycling and things like that, but yeah, I wouldn't change it really for the world. Like I probably wouldn't be in the position, well, I definitely wouldn't be in the position I am in now. So yeah, I don't regret it at all. And like I said, the things that are also so good are being part of the program and the squad and meeting all like the group of people and new friends. And yeah, I think it's like a really good place to be. So obviously after winning Paris last year, were you expecting it?
No, definitely not.
Not at all?
That was going to come like fair.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, but there you go.
Yeah.
And after that, I mean, do you regret your decision moving over to
No,
swimming?
definitely don't regret it.
No.
It was tricky at the time to make that decision.
Yeah, of course.
Because I invested like 7 years, my whole childhood
Yeah.
into swimming, and not knowing, like leaving something that was certain, like being on the program there, to
Mhm.
being unsure whether they'd want me back at triathlon
Yeah.
and whether it was going to go well. And also like my parents had invested so much
Yeah.
in my swimming career, like they'd drop me at the pool at 5:30 a.m. and all of that. And
Yeah.
yeah, so it was hard to tell them that I wanted to stop doing that. But
But-
yeah, I'm sure they're happy with my decision now.
But I'm sure, obviously, like you say, it's part of your identity, like being a swimmer. And that's those experiences and those like 5:30 wake up or drop off at the pool are like gonna shape how you move forward in your career. And ultimately, like they're still valuable experiences that have like transferred over, like, well, to the point you've got a gold at Paris. Like, it doesn't really get much bigger than that, does it? So,
No, yeah. I mean, yeah.
you can't
definitely,
regret anything.
I wouldn't change a thing about what I did. Or maybe I'd be to triathlon a bit sooner.
But yeah, but that's if I shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know. I think
Yeah.
lots of us would sit there and say, oh, if only I'd moved this earlier and moved it.
Yeah.
But I think the key is that we've done it.
Yeah.
That you do make the move, and it really can, like, I guess, change your life, I suppose. Well, more so for me, I had to pick up swimming, really. Like, you go from being a cyclist where we don't do any upper body exercises in the gym, like T-Rex arms are strongly encouraged, to then swimming where T-Rex arms really don't lend themselves to swimming. So I think for me, that was probably the biggest challenge, was like going into swimming where aerobically I was quite fit, but I really struggled from a technique standpoint and also strength standpoint.
I guess, like, you go into your new sport and you want to apply the same dedication you had for your old sport. You want to go straight into like 20-hour weeks immediately, but like your body isn't ready for that. So
No.
you have to slowly build yourself in, otherwise you'll get injured.
But I think, like, we're lucky. We have Jack, our coach, who's like been so good at that. And the moments, definitely, like, I have like those 2-year-old toddler tantrums inside the pool, and it's like, he's just like very clear with the plan. And I think that's like, it's really good, because sometimes as athletes you're not very rational, but actually, like, it comes to be, he's like very good at reasoning with you and like laying out a clear plan. So yeah, like, you do get to those 20-hour weeks and those big weeks, and it just comes through like building up slowly and listening to your body and understanding that it's not an overnight thing. But I think it can be easy to forget that when you've come from a sport that you were really good at.
I guess your parents didn't have to drop you at the pool.
No. Dad's come pick me up from like 50k away a few times, because I'd like, my bike had exploded, and I'm like, Mum, like, do you mind driving to like these 3 words locations? And I'm like standing on the side of the road, like shivering for hours. Yeah, they've had to do that, which I don't know whether that's better or that's worse. That's better.
I did that to my dad once, 100k from home.
100k? What were you doing?
Just trying to cycle 250k.
Yeah, that's just nuts as well. But like, so you tried to do 250k, what? Like,
I did successfully.
Yeah, I know. But you did you try and do a loop?
Yeah, it was a loop. I crashed out at 100k.
You crashed?
Yeah.
So not only, like, it's not like you had a mechanical, like you hit the floor and then called him, right? Cool. I say he had to drive 62 miles to get to you. All right, man, you're nuts. And what is the furthest you've ridden again?
250.
250. Oh, damn, I think mine's 240. So I'll write that this year for sure. What do you reckon you could do?
In a day, 24 hours.
One ride. You're not riding 24 hours straight, there's no way.
I think I'm good.
Nah.
Wow. What is this?
I don't think that's...
I definitely good.
Like, I'm not doubting it, but one of my friends did 500k and did 16 hours, and he said he wouldn't want to do any more.
I think
they literally had to like manhandle him off the bike.
I don't appreciate this.
I'd love to see it. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get a run at it anytime soon, but like, maybe if yours is 250, maybe I'll do 251. Like, that one, it's just gonna eat you.
I'll do it. I'll beat you again.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna like put it far out of reach, or like you're gonna like go for like 300?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What about 320? So that's 200 miles.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Sounds quite nice and round, doesn't it?
Do you have any favourite moments from going away to races that isn't the actual racing?
Yeah, well, I think like we have like quite a lot of fun at the races anyway. But I think for me, like that prep camp in Lebanon was just so good. Like around the dinner table each night, it was just, yeah, like sometimes the cheeks were hurting because I've been laughing so much. And
yeah.
I think everyone like was there, everyone was like clear with what they wanted out of going to Paris. And I think we were all lucky that everyone was pretty fit and ready to go. So, you know, people weren't stressed actually because we'd done all the work, and we were working hard, but also like having fun at the same time. You know, like whether that was we're playing cards in the team room or shooting the calendar, you know, those sort of things were just like hilarious.
Yeah.
So they're the things that I really enjoy.
My favourite moment was in Lebanon was that there was that little community bike by the river, and you and Luke both had a go.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, you did all right, but then I got
yeah,
so
and you smashed on. Yeah, well, you beat us on the community bike in Lebanon at the river, and yeah, that evening where we just like took a walk and like Finn had had a little fall and we recreated it for him, which was probably a bit mean, but yeah, he did. And I think it's like things like that are like really funny when we go away. And I think like the Bourne, especially, I really enjoyed. It kind of felt like a
holiday.
Fun. Yeah.
You kept having to remind yourself like this isn't a holiday.
Yeah.
We're actually have the biggest race of our lives in a week.
Yeah, but I think that was what's so nice about it at the same time, wasn't it? Is that we had the biggest race of our life, but yeah, everyone felt
so
really relaxed. Yeah, and I think the team and they've done a really good job of like setting it up that way. So yeah, that was really good. And then also, like, we're competitive people, so enjoy like a bit of games as well in the evening, whether that's a bit of air hockey as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm way better at.
So yeah, well, give me time. When we go away for races and things like that, how would you say like your friends, family and like teammates support you to be the best athlete you can be? But also not really the best athlete, but also the best person as well.
I don't know, I guess the fact that everyone's just so friendly and you feel so welcome always on camp, and yeah, it just helps you relax. And I think when you're relaxed, that's when I do my best races.
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't really feel like there's any tension or anything, which is really nice.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think it's good. Like with the team and the team environment, I think it's like, especially when we go away to races on like recce day or even on the race day itself, and the staff all have like an individual job. Like, we're so lucky to have that. Like, we look around at other NGBs, they just don't have the same level of support network and people looking after us like in the way that we do. So I think we're really lucky from that side. But also like my friends and family, like, yeah, they just also believe in what I'm doing, and I think that goes a long way. And you know, and sometimes when things don't go well, it's nice to just go and speak to them, and like it gives you a bit of perspective, because at the end of the day, it's only a triathlon. Like, you know, we're not saving people's lives, and I think, yeah, so we're so lucky to be in that position, for sure.
I think we're so lucky to have Jack, our coach, as well.
Yeah.
He's so nice, and yeah, I think he strikes the right balance of letting us do what we want to do and what like he thinks we should do. Like, he meets us in the middle.
Definitely.
Yeah, he really makes us the best athletes we can do.
Yeah, massively. Like yesterday, I did a 3-up time trial with him, and there was like a little bit of a question whether I should do it, whether it was the right thing to do. And he like sat me down and he's like, oh, you know, I think we should like, you know, keep a lid on it. And then like cut to like lap 6 of 8. He's like on the front, like nailing it, like with a big ear-to-ear grin. And yeah, it's things like that, like being able to share like those moments in training with your coach as well is really good. He did all my key run sessions with me in Paris, before Paris. So I think like for him, he could see like week to week just progressing.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice. I think like as an athlete, that's a great way to give back to him, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's nice to be able to do that.
And it's different from swimming. Like, your coach would never swim with you.
Yeah.
But like having your coach doing the same thing, you kind of feel like they're understanding what you're doing. And
and I think that's quite good. Like when Jack has a serious thing to say, he'll like come down to, have you noticed he like comes down to our level on poolside? Yeah, which I think is really nice. I don't think you get that. Yeah. I don't think you get that. Pay extra for that. So. How would you say having like such a world-class support network helps you like perform on the day?
It just means you can be confident that they're doing everything they can to get you to where you need to be. So like it's like you're in control of how you do. Like, everything's been done perfectly, so it's just down to you on the day.
Yeah.
You can be confident that everything else has been done. I think having like family supporting you as well is amazing. Like, my parents have been driving me to competitions for like 10 years now, and but I don't know, just them saying things like, we'll love you no matter how you do in this race. Just like, that's the kind of thing you need. Like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think it's so easy to, like, as an athlete, like, pin your self-worth on one day, whereas actually it's like who you've become on the journey, isn't it, really? Sounds really cringy, actually, but I guess it's true.
It's the friends we made along.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, like, in terms of, like, support at the races, like, recently in Toronto and Best and so on, it was just, like, so hot. But, like, the staff just came together and, like, they had plan, they had, like, cooling strategies in place, like, and they made it so that, like, it was really easy and accessible for us, and that everything was really well prepped in advance. And, you know, if we all had a slightly different strategy, like, they'd just come and deliver it for us. And I think that just makes a huge difference.